back to school season already. Today we are going to be using our Brother ScanNCut to make some custom name tags for my son for back to school. My name is Courtney Douthat. This is Allbrands After Hours. Let's do this. So this is something I do every year to get ready for back to school. I make my son some custom name tags that fit what he likes during that year. I know they're getting old enough where they have opinions of what things look like. I hate it. No, I'm just kidding. So I need to make some for my son anyway, so I thought what better than to do them with you guys. So what I started off with is actually going to the store and getting some sticker paper. So this one happens to be the Avery DIY matte white sticker paper, and it does say works with cutting machines on here. So I know this is a-okay. Now I haven't found one that doesn't work with my cutting machine, but they're saying, hey, we know this one's gonna do great with your cutting machine. They even show how it was cut out directly. So I'm gonna show you how I cut directly and how I just make a simple sticker sheet with a bunch of his names on there. Now Courtney, you're gonna design them all in your ScanNCut, or are you gonna print this out on your ScanNCut? I actually use Avery for this. So I'll go into Avery and I'll say, hey, I have this type of Avery label. It could be anything, but I'll go ahead and I'll say that I have it, and then I'll print it out on this because it's just solid Avery white sticker paper. I'll go ahead and print that, bring that in my ScanNCut, and then it cuts around and cuts them all out, and I can even do a half cut. So let's jump into Avery. It's completely free, by the way. Alright, so this is Avery. It's called Avery Design and Print. So I've got this on here, and you could come in here and tell it that you have a certain number, Avery, so you know how they all have numbers. The sticker sheet one I'm using is 3383, but it's just going to give me a solid sheet, and I don't really want that. I actually want it to give me sections and stuff. So you can actually click through and go through some of the different ones to see their options, like, oh, these are round ones. Oh, these are self-little tag ones. So you really could come through and then search them all that you want to. But what I usually like to do is I'm going to go back home, and I like to do address and shipping labels because I know I want this size for my son. And then they've got a preview over here, so it's going to show you the actual size, but it will show you a preview of them. And so I'm going to scroll down until I find one that's about the size that I want, kind of what I'm thinking in my head. Again, you could do different shape ones. They have circle ones, starburst, scallop labels, like, oh, and they're all a bunch of scallops. Are you kidding me? Are we gonna have to do this? No, we should just do the regular ones. That's what he needs. Okay, so if you do select one, so say I selected the scallop one, I'll probably pick a different one because he'll feel a certain way about scallops. But I would select just the blank one. You could print out a design if you want, but you could just select this, a blank one, and then fill them all in yourself. Now it gives you one to fill in. So if you come over here and hit edit one, you can edit them individually, or edit all over here and edit them all together. How cool is that? So I'm gonna go back home. I know that I need just a regular one. That's what he's gonna want. So, but they have some really cool ones on here. And again, we're not sponsored by them, but I just think it's really cool. And this is honestly what I use for myself. All right, so I think this one is cute, or that one, or this one. Let's see, which one do I wanna do? You know what, let's do this one. Okay. So again, gives you a bunch of different options, or you can select a blank one. I usually select the blank one and I bring in my own. So what I like to do is I'll usually bring in a picture and then I'll write his little name. And then that way, I just have easy things. So this kind of stuff goes on his water bottle or inside of his book bag to let them know, or we have to send spare clothes because I have little kids, and so I put them on the inside of the spare clothes, or I'll cut them in half and put them in their shoes so that they can figure out the left and the right. They have to connect the sticker to make the shoe. So there's so many different reasons that I would want sticker labels, or if your kid goes to daycare, these are very helpful. So I'm gonna go ahead and add a text box, and I'm gonna put in Alexander, because he's the one that needs stickers. Doubt it. Nope. Now I could put them all just on one level like this, and then just make this bigger. There we go, and I can move it. It's really easy to kind of figure out. I didn't know how to use these things. I just started playing with it one day, and I was like, wait, this is actually really easy to play with and configure, and I like this. So I feel like if you do any kind of sewing, embroidery mostly, this is right up your alley. There we go. So I could just do a bunch of his name like that, or I hit put it down below. And then I usually like to do this, bring it over like that. I'll make the words bigger, and then I'll put a cute little picture like of an alligator or something like that, which is really cute. All right, let's see how big I can make his name in this area. And now I'm editing them all. So if you notice over here, everything's moving together, which is really fun. But I could edit them one at a time if I wanted to. So I'm gonna put everything towards the center. Let's see if I like this. So usually what I do is I'll edit them all and I'll just have a whole sticker sheet like this that has his little name. It thinks my last name is wrong. And then I'll add a cute little photo. So I'm gonna come over here to Google and I'm gonna type in, let's see, what's something that he likes? You know what, let's just type in school kids, or no, school, is it clip art? Yeah, let's find some cute clip art, school clip art. Okay, a little house would be cute. Let's see, show more images. Okay, the little backpack, that's cute. All right, I'm gonna right click him and I'm opening a new tab. Okay, these are all cute. Oh, my favorite subject, cute. So I just want something simple just to go off to the side. All right, those are adorable. Let's click out of that. Okay, that's cute, but that kind of looks like office supplies. I don't know if I like that. A little boy and girl, cute. Back to school would be cute, but then what if we're not in back to school anymore and he just has a random back to school in his book bag? Like, that's not cute. All right, let's see. Oh, the ABCs 1, 2, 3s are cute. Maybe we could do that one. All right, so we have, oh, that's cute. Okay, maybe this one. We want something simple. I know, I do too much. All right, so 2 little cute options. I'm gonna go ahead and save both of these so that way I can test both of them out and see if I like them. There we go. All right, I'm gonna jump back in here and go to images, add an image, browse. All right, select this one so I could just take it here, make it bigger. Like, how stinking cute. How cute is it? And then I have all these labels over here. All right, that one's cute. Let's bring him over here for now. Let's replace image, browse. Let's try this one. Oh, look, it's got that background, and I don't know if it's gonna print. You see it's got that? No, we're not doing that one. I don't like that one. All right, delete him. I could go in Photoshop and change it, but I'm not doing that. I want something simple and easy, and usually I'm doing this the night before. All right, so we're gonna do the backpack with all the cute little school supplies. There we go. And I'm gonna actually drop this down below the text, so that way the text overlaps it like that. So you see how it's overlapping right here? The text will overlap it and it'll look great. All right, I'm gonna bring this a little up because I don't feel like it's centered. There we go. How cute. I could make this bigger. See what happens is I play with it way too much. And then I'm like, oh, I feel like this could go here. But you saw how I moved the text to be the top one. Now, no matter what, the backpack won't cover it. And I can make these colorful if I wanted to, but for what I need them for, like I actually do really need these, this is kind of what I want. So how cute. Okay, now that we have this, that's not the last step we want to do. We want to come over here to our shapes. I want to get a basic shape, and let's say I get this shape right here, okay? Let's go ahead and we're gonna make it the size of this area. There we go. Make sure that it's covering up everything, like this. Okay. Probably make it go in a little bit more. Like that. Okay? So now I'm gonna come over here. The fill, I'm gonna tell it that no fill. So that way I can see it. Now you see where I'm going with this? I know. I'm gonna tell it I wanna up the size of that border. I want a pretty chunky border because I want my ScanNCut to see it really well. I'm gonna bring it in. I might move stuff around just to make sure that when it prints, it catches everything that I want it to catch. That. All right, so now my ScanNCut, that black part is what my ScanNCut's gonna see. Now when we go to print, it's gonna print with that black box around it, and that's what my ScanNCut can see. See that? Isn't that cool? All right, let's hit print. We're gonna print, of course, to my print Moda, because that is my #1 printer that I use. That seriously is my home printer, guys. All right, the print Moda, she's just what I use every day. All right. It's how I got my husband to agree to it, because I was like, well, I need a printer. He was like, all right. All right. There she is. Isn't that cool? It's so good. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take my low-tack mat here because, of course, this is the mat that I use to cut out paper, and I bought a new one. All right, so we've got our printer, or our stickers, there we go, on our mat. So we're going to go ahead and load it in. All right, now this is super, super easy. You guys are going to love this. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hit scan. Direct cut from my machine and hit start. And what this is going to do is it's going to scan it in and it's going to show me on screen what my options are that I can direct cut on my mat. Like, it's so simple. It's fussy cutting. It's literally like fussy cutting. I absolutely love it. And this is what I do, and it takes me like 2 seconds to do. All right, there it is. So we're going to go ahead and hit OK. All right, there it is. And look, it's caught all of them. So I can hit OK. There it is. It's so fast. Let's hit OK. Look at that. Look at all the boxes. Please select, and we want to cut. Now, of course, to cut this paper out, I am going to use my black auto blade right here. She is fantastic for this. I'm going to go ahead and drop her in. Now, I have different options. If I just want to cut all the way through and have individual little stickers, I can. But what I like to do is make a sticker sheet. So I actually hit the wrench icon, scroll down one, and I turned half cut on. Now, half cut you usually would use with vinyl, but for this, exactly what I want. All right, let's hit start. Yeah, I know. Everyone's like, wait, you use half cut for more than vinyl? Yeah, think about it. Your sticker has that backing on it. And if you want to leave that backing on there, so if you're making a sticker sheet, if you're selling like sticker sheets or just making them for yourself like I am, look at it go. So good. Then it's super nice to be able just to keep that backing on so I can just take off a sticker when I'm ready for it and I don't have to have a bunch of itty bitty, little bitty stickers that are flying all over the house that I'm losing. I still can't find them. So let me know in the comments, have you ever made stickers with your ScanNCut before like this? Have you ever made these little name stickers? They're very helpful. And honestly, a lot of times the teachers will ask us, hey, label this and this in your child's packet, in their folder, in their book bag or anything like that. This is helpful. All right, and there's other sticker paper that you can buy that's like, what's it called? Machine washable sticker paper, stuff like that. So you could absolutely buy, and that would work great on your machine. All right, so this was not hardly any sticky on that one because it is a low-tech mat, so it did not hurt it when I just yanked it off like that. All right, let's see. All right, so now for the real test. Did it cut through? How cool is that? Look at his little name with the backpack. That is so cute, and it did a great job. It just followed that line, but again, I chose the curved edges. I felt like it looked nice, but you could absolutely choose whatever one you want. But look at that. That's a little sticker that I can now put on things, his folders, inside his backpack, inside of his jackets, anything like that. And sometimes I'll even cut them in half and put them inside their shoes. So when they're learning, how to left and right choose, they know they need to connect the picture to be able to do them. But look at this. Now I have this nice sticker sheet right here that I can absolutely keep using, and if I don't use one and I need to put her back, I can put her back on here. But I love making the sticker sheets. I feel like it's super easy and it's nice. I just keep these in a drawer in my office, and then that way when I'm at home, when I need one, I can just pull it off, put it on whatever he needs to do, and it makes it super easy. So let me know, have you ever done stickers? Are you gonna do these cute little back to school name stickers? Honestly, sometimes I do them for me with my name on them when I'm at work and I want people to know that that's mine. So then I can put them on there. So let me know down in the comments if you're gonna be doing these. And of course, guys, don't forget that right around the corner is Academy. Very excited to see you guys. But I'll also be vlogging BEX next week, which is where I go and hang out with Brother. They show us the new machines, and it's so cool. I do classes. I'm gonna vlog it. I've never vlogged it. I thought you guys might want to come with me. Every time I ask, they're like, yeah, we want to go. So I'll be vlogging that one next week. Don't forget. And I also will be going live with the new machines at 4:30 next Wednesday. So make sure you have that on your calendar. I will be live with the brand new Brother machines at Brother BEX So exciting. So make sure you catch that next week with me, just a couple of days away. And then I'm gonna go hang out with Brother, which is very exciting. We always have a great time. So guys, and don't forget that Houston Cool Festival is right around the corner. So make sure you're making your plans to come hang out with me and a bunch of really other cool people like Angela Wolf, Jerry Granada, Cindy Hogan, Alexis Galloway. We're gonna have a lot of fun. So make sure you're marking your calendar to come see me in the Brother booth at Houston Quilt Festival. Don't forget that the Brother ScanNCut is available on our website, allbrands.com, as well as tons of awesome notions and different things like that. We'd love to be your shop because we are just a mom and pop trying to survive. So thank you guys so much when you do purchase through us. We truly appreciate that. Thank you. And it lets us continue this free education that I do. So thank you so much. There's so many cool things on our website, like Courtney's Get Started Guide, where I've collected everything that I think you need as a beginner, like a scanning mat, like the scraper, like that brayer you know I love. So all of those, I've collected them all together on a Get Started Guide with my master class, and they've dropped the price. They let me drop the price. That was very exciting times. So that is available right now on our website, allbrands.com. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's the easiest way to let us know that you guys want more of these videos. Y'all have a good night. Bye, y'all. And we're not sponsored by Avery, but Avery if you want to. There you go, let's jump into it. That's cute. All right, I'm gonna right click him. Right, you heard my accent, right click him. And I'm open. All right, now she should be coming out any minute. I see it's over there, here she comes. Let's see if I put it right sides. Which way? I think I put it face up this time. Here we go. Here she comes. Oh, there she is. I put it the wrong way. What was this? Bye, y'all. I don't know what that was. I totally printed on the wrong side. I didn't lay it in the printer right. I had to try twice. I'm gonna use these two. There's so many stickers. I need to make some more. I have ideas.